Manufacturing safety is important to prevent and reduce the number of accidents, injuries, and fatalities in the industry. A recent study from Advanced Technology System and Plant Engineering magazine showed that 83% of senior management and operations personnel witnessed a noticeable rise in productivity levels following the implementation of a safety program. Indeed, prioritizing safety and health contributes to the productivity and competitiveness of a company. To find out how to create a safety culture in the industry, we are joined today by Mr. Christian Peter Scheld, Country Director of MHE-Demag Philippines. Hello, Christian.
Hi. Hello, Christina. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How about yourself?
Fine, thank you. And excited to start our conversation. And it's a pleasure for me being here talking with you.
We are indeed grateful to have you in our Inside podcast today, Christian. And we will be exploring how MHE-Demag Philippines practices and fosters safety culture. For our listeners who might not be familiar with MHE-Demag, Christian, can you give a brief overview of what the company is?
Yes, of course, with pleasure. MHE-Demag is part of the global lifting leader Konecranes. We have a local presence of now more than 30 years here in the Philippines across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Our business is mainly focused on material handling. So we manufacture and maintain a comprehensive range of industrial cranes and hoists, warehousing equipment such as lift trucks and dock levelers, aerial work platforms, building maintenance units for safe working at heights, and compact construction equipment. Yeah, and not to forget also our automated car parking systems. And one of the benefits in partnering with MHE-Demag is we have quality systems and after-sales support, which means a dedicated service workforce is assigned for each of our product categories.
Thank you, Christian. I hope that gave our audience a bit more or a clearer picture of what MHE is doing here in the country. Now let's talk a bit about your support in the Future Movers program. And as a brief background for our audience today, GPCCI, we serve as an implementing partner of this program together with Asia Society for Social Improvement and Sustainable Transformation, Colombo Plant Staff College, and a member company as well, to Rhineland, Philippines. This program is funded by the European Union through the VET Toolbox and Enable, and was formally launched last February 2020 with the aim to build an inclusive and industry-driven vocational education and training ecosystem for internally displaced persons in post-conflict Marawi. This is a city located in Mindanao, south of the Philippines. Now, MHE-Demag Philippines has contributed to the program by accepting to be a member of the Industry Placement Committee. Christian, can you tell me why MHE-Demag decided to be part of this program?
Yeah, first of all, we have also a long tradition with the Chamber. We are a proud partner of the Chamber now for many years. So when the Chamber presented this idea, we were indeed delighted to participate, as we both share the same objective of increasing employability among the youth and promoting vocational training. And it's not only in our interest, but it's also, let's say, we are honored to do things like that within our corporate social responsibility. So prior to being involved with the Future Movers program, we have also participated in another program which involved training senior high school students during their industry immersion. Some of the graduates of which are now even working with us as regular employees in our production team. Since then, we also have been a member of the Chamber's Vocational Training Committee, and by becoming a member of the Industry Placement Committee, we get to continue this advocacy.
Thank you, Christian. And being part of both programs, I really could see the dedication that MHE-Demag has in training and in really ensuring that skills are taught, right, not just for your trainees, but even your current employees. And we are indeed lucky to have MHE-Demag on board for both projects and even in our vocational training committee. In some of our industry placement committee meetings, I know you remember this, Christian, we have discussed the importance of safety and health awareness among trainees and employees. And as a result of the discussions that we have, through the project, prioritized developing learning materials focusing on safety and health to supplement the training of the current students of the Future Movers program. So really, thank you for being part of those important discussions, Christian. We really see that you put a lot of importance on safety and health. Can you share a bit more on how you continue to foster this in your company?
That's a very good question indeed, and I could talk with you there hours, but I think that would be too much for our listeners. So I try to be precise and give you a comprehensive reply to that. First of all, we have always to remember there is no job so important and no service so urgent that we cannot take the time to perform our work safely and correctly. What I also want to mention, important to note, we cannot instruct a culture. Culture is the result of commonly shared and accepted attitudes, beliefs, behaviors, and values. It is part of the DNA of a company and has to be continuously nurtured. Having a strong safety culture helps us as a company lessen unnecessary losses due to accidents, work stoppages, and damages from claims or complaints. Our safety culture also improves the efficiency in our manufacturing and service teams. It helps in several aspects of our business. So to say, it helps facilitating smooth reporting and submission of legal requirements and compliance to regulatory bodies, like, for example, the Department of Labor and Employment, the DOLE. Our safety culture aims for zero violations and penalties. And over the years, we have achieved ISO certifications and passed external audits without significant findings. The priority of our management is always the safety and welfare of the employees before anything else. Protecting the workers from reprisal when reporting incidents, risks, hazards, and opportunities. It is also our focus that top management takes accountability for the effectiveness of the environmental, the health, and the safety system by providing the employees with adequate resources and the needed support in the proper implementation of the system. We have also a strong international group. So our global EHS team provides us strong support to our local team by having regular meetings and keeping us up to date with other countries' safety performance and good practices. We then adapt and implement these good practices of other countries that suit our local setting and vice versa. Our shared knowledge on safety enables us to continuously improve our processes and systems. Our company culture is settled on taking care of our employees, especially during this pandemic, when safety and well-being of our employees and their loved ones is at so much risk. The safety and welfare of our employees are top priorities for the management. Recently, only to give you an example, we had to shut down one of our new manufacturing plants when it was hit by a spike of COVID-19 cases, resulting, I think I can release that here, to 31 positive cases among our employees. So it was then that our local COVID-19 resilience action team, or I call that also our task force team, acted fast, comprehensive, and caring with, let me say, with the following key action. First, necessary measures were enforced instantaneously to contain the spread by testing all employees who had close contact with the initial COVID-19 positive staff, including those who exhibited symptoms. Second, we issued a temporary lockdown of the whole plant, and we also administered disinfection of the whole facility. During this incident, this whole situation, we also identified that close communication with the local government unit should be maintained for reporting and monitoring purposes. And third, acting as a family in this pressing situation, we also provided aid to the COVID-19 positive colleagues and their families, COVID-19 kits and care packages, which contains food and medical care packets, which help them recover and even sustain their needs while they are getting well. So we were able to provide help to all employees being affected and their family members.
Wow, so many golden nuggets of best practices already in there, Christian. And I really love what you said, and I want to repeat it here again, that there is no job so important and no service so urgent that we cannot take the time to perform our work safely and correctly. And it really highlights that safety is a number one priority for MHE-Demag in all levels, as it should be in any company. Christian, you have expanded your operations in a plant in Batangas. So with such expansion, can you share how you can still maintain the adherence to safety and health protocols here?
Yeah, important to mention is you see that everybody of us sees everywhere at plants big signs at the gate saying safety first. And if I just look out of my office window, I see a few meters away also one of our cranes, and it's written in big letters, safety first. But it's not only a saying. Let's say this is something we have to live daily, which we have to inhale. So coming back also to your question, we have a system in place on monitoring and in checking that our employees in the office and at site are complying with safety requirements. Part of this are, of course, trainings, inspections, and audits that are being done on a regular basis. We also have prerequisites in our newly hired employees. As part of our onboarding procedure, we also require our newly hires to undergo safety orientation, which covers most of our general safety rules and regulation. To further encourage safety to be part of our company culture, we have a global nomination of safety champions from different countries. That's something very interesting indeed. Our global team nominates someone or a team as a safety champion for each month. So everyone gets a chance to showcase their works, promoting safety within the company. And we're also a bit proud that I can tell you, last August 2021, MHE-Demag Philippines team was recognized as a safety champion for the whole Konecranes group worldwide for this respective month in recognition of our proactive action towards the COVID-19 spike in our Batangas manufacturing plant. A truly uncompromising statement of our safety culture is following. If you see it, you own it. We cannot turn our head away when we see any risk or hazard. We have to raise our voice, to name it, to address it, and to mitigate it. And this independently if it is in our premises or in the premises of our customers.
I think a congratulations is really in order here for being recognized as a safety champion among the entire Konecranes group. So congratulations there, Christian, and the entire MHE-Demag Philippines team. The utmost importance that you really give in safety and health throughout the different practices and processes that you have in the company really does shine through. And I'm sure this also trickles down even to your in-house trainings, right? So how do you connect the trainings that you have with your overall objective of maintaining a strong safety culture?
Also another very important question indeed, Christina. We equip our staff with the right knowledge to do their work safely. Our in-house trainings are aligned and designed according to the needs of our employees. Moreover, we make sure that our trainings are compliant with legal requirements. We also provide external trainings for our staffs as needed. And we also use toolbox meetings, other staff meetings, town hall meetings, different types of meetings to address this, to continuously create the awareness amongst our colleagues.
Yes, you've shared here really a lot of good, actually best practices already. But before you close, I'm sure you have any additional lessons still that you can still share for the companies out there that want to improve their safety culture. Maybe you can give a bit more time to share those with us.
Yeah, of course. I like to share some of our secrets. Happy to do that. So, one of our best practices would be involving everyone, regardless of the position or length of tenure. We are all part of the safety practices in our company. And it's not only our safety officers who are involved, our top management. It is everybody from top down, but also from bottom up, everybody. Important is also workers' involvement to us, because the employees are being placed in the perspective of someone who is actually doing the job and is being exposed to a potential hazard. And their input helps us to come up with proper planning and execution to lessen, if not eliminate, the hazards they are exposed to. We also make safety observance fun and rewarding. We have a life-saving behaviors quiz every month. I think we have now the 6th edition at the moment running, which reminds us of the earlier safety saying, if you see it, you own it. Winners also get to win special prizes too, which makes it exciting. I can really say that practicing safety in an MHE-Demag is fun. This kind of safety awareness and event helps us to educate our employees on the importance of their safety to the company. We let them know that we are very serious in giving them a safer environment to work. We always say the safety starts with me. And last but definitely not the least, we married innovation and safety. We have what we call Armor. It is a mobile application wherein employees can take a photo and submit reports of near misses, observations, and accidents in our vicinity. And this for 3 categories: safety, environment, and quality. In this, I want to emphasize that it's not only about reporting incidents. It encourages, in addition, our employees also to create ideas for improvement or even to praise good practices. Let me conclude with following statement. We have only one life to live. Therefore, we have to do everything in our power to protect and prevent it from any harm. we can't compromise this claim, as we might not get any second chance in life.
Thank you, Christian. And that is indeed a very good last concluding statement from you and from MHE-Demag here today. And also, I really love how you incorporated fun and innovation into such an important topic. So thank you so much again, Christian, for sharing MHE-Demag Philippines' insight into creating and maintaining a safe work environment for everyone. What you have been doing is really indeed inspirational, and I'm sure our listeners here can adopt some of the ideas that you have shared here today to make safety fun as well for their own operations. And so on behalf of the German-Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Future Movers program team, I would like to thank you for your continued support as always in all of our training endeavors and for sharing your very valuable knowledge on safety here with us today.
Thank you, Christina. It has really been a pleasure joining you here. It's always a pleasure to partner with the Chamber, and you can be sure we will support you also in the future. We will be further an integral part of the Chamber. There are so many important tasks to do, and if we can contribute to that, it will be our honor and our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And we would also like to thank our listeners for tuning in today. If you have any questions about today's episode or any other GPCCI podcast, do contact us at info@gpcci.org, and we will be happy to answer your questions. Take care, everyone, and take care of each other. Take care, everyone, and take care of each other.